Yeah.
Private equity firms celebrate Trump's executive order, giving them the keys to retirement. President Donald Trump signed his long-awaited executive order, paving the way for 401k providers to offer access to private equity investments on Thursday, opening the floodgates to what the private equity industry has long salivated over as a huge untapped reserve of funds. With $12.2 trillion in defined contributions, workplace accounts like 401ks, and another $16.8 trillion in individual retirement accounts, according to the Investment Company Institute, individuals' retirement savings could prove spectacularly fruitful for Wall Street, even if a small amount of them are allocated to private equity and credit. But these and other alternative assets typically come with higher fees, and plan administrators and sponsors, meaning employers, have been concerned courts could rule that they are breaching their fiduciary obligations under the Employee Retirement Income Security Act of 1974 by offering these products. The challenge that has slowed adoption in defined contribution has really been from a litigation standpoint. Plan sponsors are reluctant to make available investments that include private markets for fear of being sued, says Dan Cahill, head of U.S. defined contributions at Swiss bank private equity firm Partners Group. It will be on the Secretary of Labor's understand how we can stifle that litigation to allow for innovation to occur. Thursday's executive order aims to provide legal cover to sponsors, asking the Secretary of Labor, Lori Chavez de Rimmer, to review and consider rescinding guidance issued by the President Joe Biden's Labor Department that was read as discouraging the prospect of private assets in 401ks. The order also covers other alternative assets classes like real estate and cryptocurrencies. It doesn't put any policies in effect immediately and simply asks Chavez de Rimmer to clarify the guidance within 180 days. But it didn't take that long for Chavez de Rimmer to hint that her conclusion will be in favor of private equity. So basically what they're looking to do is get your 401ks and make it so that they can charge a premium on them and put them in high risk, and bundle them in high risk private equity firms and kind of play monopoly with your retirement,
kind of like with the housing market a little bit. But and then if they lose it all, it's like your retirement's gone. So basically it's the Bernie Madoff stuff, but legal.
Yeah, I mean, this is what he's trying to privatize everything, from our 401ks to our, making it so that there's no laws that govern them, so they can become, like you said, like just basically like the Wall Street. Basically like like Bernie Madoff, basically like they can do any kind of Ponzi schemes they want to do with your money. You got to look at it. We're going to be talking about this later too. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are looking to take them out of conservatorship by the government and take them and put them in an IPO, initial public offering, on Wall Street. So Wall Street can now gamble. They're not going to be for the people anymore. They're not going to have laws to make sure that we're protected anymore. They're pretty much going to be able to say, hey, your money is gone.
Remember, they fired all the agencies. They got rid of all the agencies that were set up after the recession, the first one during the Obama administration. That monitored all that. They got rid of all that. So they're gonna do whatever they want. They got their big beautiful bill. The billionaires got their money, and so they're like, but they just need more.
It's like this. This person says the federal government should not be making retirement investment decisions for hardworking Americans, including decisions regarding alternative assets, she said in a statement shortly after the executive order was signed, adding that her order supports efforts to eliminate unfair one-size-fits-all approaches to retirement investments. So basically, they're trying to say that if your investment company goes out and makes risky investments with your money, you're no longer covered. They could turn around and say, hey, we lost your money on this meme coin or whatever the case may be, and your money's gone. And it's going to allow them to have that kind of access, and then also charge you more money on the money on the accounts that they have with them. So there is basically going to be a boon for them. That's like damn near $30 trillion that Wall Street will now have access to. He has come in. He's not for the people, man. This has never been for the people. The people who believe that have been fooled, bamboozled, hoodwinked. You guys, I can't believe you guys even fell for this. Everything
it's a lot of the people that don't have money anyways. They live in these rural places. They don't do nothing. They're like, good, everybody should be like me. Just be down and out. You know what I'm saying? That you have to realize There's a lot of people. America's a greedy place off tops. There's a lot of people that just live off the misery of others. But this is crazy. This is going to make it so people in America are going to have to work until, it's going to be like Colombia. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
you're gonna have to work your whole life. You can't have health care because you can't afford it. You can't have your retirement because some young guy decided to bet it all on oranges, you know what I'm saying, in the stock market and lost all your money. You're gonna be like them old dudes working at Safeway. You know what I'm saying? You can't retire. You just got to keep going.
It says here, skeptics fear that high fees and more complex investing strategies will do more harm than good to retirees. Private equity and evangelicals encounter that with fewer companies going public in the last 20 years. Diversify access to entire markets needs to include private equity the same way index funds gave investors access to the whole stock market 50 years ago. Plus, those who have more or still earning traditional pensions have long reaped the rewards of private equity, with public pension funds allocating 23% of their portfolio to alternatives on average, while 401k savers haven't had the same option. So basically, man, like this is not a good thing for Americans. It'll look good if the stock market's doing good, but then when all this stuff comes home to roost, like we have booms and busts and bubbles all the time. People fall. I mean, we lost. We lost entire companies like Lehman Brothers. All kinds of companies fail. I mean, and people lost billions of dollars, man. And I mean, imagine if this is people's retirements. And
they're going to sell it like, oh, you know, we're going to double and triple your 401k, so you won't have to worry about anything. And then when you lose the money, you'll be like, hey, well, that's playing the stock market. You know, it's going to be sad. I mean, America is changing. Like I said, bro, like the America that we all grew up in, the America that we all know, hold dear and whatever, that's gone. You know what I'm saying? It's all for profit. It's all for the rich. It's designed for them. You know what I'm saying? And either you keep afloat or you go to jail for being homeless.
That's kind of where we're at right now. It's a sad state of affairs, man, that we're in right now. And it's gotten to a point to where we got to start paying more attention to what is really happening here. Because if we don't, you know what I mean, this is our new normal. They're going to privatize everything. But okay.